back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you Oregon FENRIR spots. Oregon FENRIR spots that'd be very helpful. Oregon FENRIR spots that'd be very helpful for defending site. And yeah, hold on, let me see, is there, no, there's no shark, I thought there was a shark or something. But today I'm going to be showing you FENRIR setups, and I'm just going to be showing you some couple good FENRIR spots for kids dorm and just like all the site setups. I don't know them all, but I'm going to do the ones I mainly know. So first one, I mean, you could do the default ones, you know, if you're like a default, you could, you know, toss them, you know, just do some easy FENRIRs, you know, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be showing you good FENRIR tips and tricks, good FENRIR placements, because, you know, sometimes we be playing FENRIR, and sometimes we still aren't able to able to trick them with them. So a couple FENRIR tricks I know that I like personally using. First one is going to be in game room in this corner. As you may know, people may breach this, and you know they might get this open, and they mainly, even if the time is almost up, they'll mainly plant right here. They'll plant right here. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is get like this top corner, this small little area right here. You don't want them to be too suspected, and you don't want to look like a big fish. Feeling like, what the heck is this? Like, watching from below? No, we don't. We like this one. You get it right here. You want to go all the way downstairs. And what you want to do is, I did not get it through. You gotta be kidding. Right here. You see, literally right where you got it. And what I'm gonna do is get the FENRIR, toss it right there, and then activate it. Bam. So when people are trying to plant the bomb, they're gonna be like, oh, we need to get the plant, we need a plant. And you're gonna be like, let's go right here. And they're gonna be getting FENRIR'd, and they're gonna be like, where am I getting FENRIR'd from? They're gonna check anywhere, but by the time that is going on, they're not gonna check, because time could be almost up, and they're not gonna be checking. They're gonna get FENRIR, and it's just a really good FENRIR spot, maybe because even if they're trying to plant, because people usually plant in game room. I don't know why. People usually plant in game room. So it is a pretty good FENRIR. They'll plant it. They'll be like, oh, let me plant. I need to plant. And they'll plant. And but sometimes, you know, time almost be like, you know, people might be like, what's the word? They're trying to plant early, and they're gonna be getting FENRIR, and they're not gonna know where from, and they can just swing them, boom, and then that's the case right there. That's the case. Next one I'll be showing you is in walk-in for master bedroom. Same thing you want to do. You want to get maybe like right there. Ping that, go all the way downstairs. And you're gonna want to get this, and then same thing, same exact thing. Place it right there, and then activate it. Pretty easy. I don't want to, and then you activate it, and then yeah, it's a pretty good spot, because when they walk in, you might be watching it, and they're getting a FENRIR, and they're not gonna know where from. They may check down, but they're mainly gonna check. I don't want to see this up. They're gonna be checking out. So it is a pretty good FENRIR to have activated. Let me pick this one up. Hopefully I'll be able to pick it up. I don't know if I will. Deactivate, please. No, I don't think I'll be able to pick it up. Frick. Wait. Pick up. There we go. Alright. Next one you could do in bunks is, let's say they're going through this area. They're going through white stairs. You don't want them to get through walk-in. You want to place it right there, and then you activate it. So you know when they're walking up white stairs, then you like and it's gonna be censored, and it's gonna be going off. And I mean, they're gonna be like, "Where the hell is it at?" Like, they're not gonna know. So it is a really good FENRIR to have. Also, next next part we could do is, let's say they're gonna try to plant in kids don't stuff. You don't want to throw the FENRIR right up there. Because you're gonna basically maintain walk-in. They maintain dorms, main hall to kids dorm walk-in. Then walk in and be like, where am I getting FENRIR from? And they don't know. They're not gonna know. It's a really good one. Also, I would not suggest it. I mean, you can't even get it under there. But it is a really good area to have set up. It's a really good area because I'm gonna know where am I getting FENRIR from. So I would recommend mainly this one to have on, and you could have this one. I don't know if I would recommend this one as much because they might not check it. You might check it. I would recommend this one, and then I mean you could have one in walk-in like this there. I don't know if you could get it still in here. Yes, you can still get it. I don't think you can. No, I don't think you can. Yeah, no, I don't think you can. If you want to do one from there, you could just do it right here. I don't want to show the whole thing. Show the whole thing. Just like that. It's like alright, but like let's say you're using FENRIR, you're like, where the hell am I getting FENRIR from? And I guess the thing is they're not gonna know. Next one for the next site is going to be, I'm gonna do the main sites people do. Next site is going to be basement. Basement setup. People usually come down here through laundry storage. Basement freezer, they come through basement, laundry, back stairs, and of course they go through blue bunker. The best setup I would have for blue bunker area would be right here. Like that, frick. Well, you're some, frick. I don't think I can get it, damn it. Okay, we're not gonna be able to get that one back, sadly. But mainly what you're going to do is, you'd have that little. Wait. No, never mind. Okay. There used to be one where you could like get a little hole and you could like put it in there. But what you would want to do is you'd want to have that little box. You'd want to have that little box, and you'd want to shimmy it right there. And then so the box would be in the way, but they won't be able to sit up in here. They would walk in, and they'd be like, why am I getting FENRIR? You could put one outside. I would not recommend it. I've seen people do it outside. I don't know why people do it outside. I really don't. But let's say if you wanted to put one outside, you could put one. I think that's like gonna be yeah. You could put one right here. I would not recommend putting one outside though. If you were to put one outside, I'd put one right here. They're going to be able to shoot that, so I would not. The next part is going to be stairs. People come through stairs a lot. We all know that. So, they come through here. They're going to be like that. They're going to be very, I don't have like a crazy good spot for this. The one I would highly recommend is like that. It kind of blends in. And they're gonna be coming downstairs. They might see it, but they might not. I don't have a really good spot for backstairs. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a really good spot for backstairs. Next one is going to be in freezer. I love freezer. Freezer is my favorite site, part to defend. So, freezer. You could have a couple spots. The one I'd mainly recommend is right there. It mainly defends this whole area. And when they're coming down, they're going to be like, where am I getting FENRIR from? They're not going to know. And if you hear that FENRIR, you could just run up. You hear that FENRIR, and you could pop them. I mainly, when I defend freezer, I usually defend like this. I defend behind this little thing. You hear the FENRIR go off, you pop them. They're not going to know what happened. They're not going to see it. They're not going to know. is a really good site. It's a really good FENRIR to have. I would totally recommend that one. Totally recommend that one. The next one is laundry room. There's a couple things you can do for laundry room. You're going to want to try to get this open. You might unload. I know there's an easier way. Like, let's say you have some teammate with the shotgun. You're be like, hey, bro, get the shotgun. Oh my gosh, it's taking a while. Let's hope you have fun with the shotgun. Right there. Bam, it's going to defend this whole side right here. This whole side area is going to be defended. Then you can activate it, and you could have these. You could either have this one activated, and this one activated. If you're playing FENRIR, I'd mainly I'd put one here. If you're defending trees, I'd put a FENRIR here, and then I'd put a FENRIR in the launcher room. Those two are the best ones I use to get kills. They're pretty good because I defend freezer. And let's say your teammate's defending laundry and they're like, oh, he's laundry. You know, and you're going to have that FENRIR going off. Those are the two best FENRIRs I love having on laundry site. The next site I think people mainly play is, I think, kitchen and dining hall. Kitchen and dining. Now, see, this one is kind of confusing because people usually try to plant in this. They sometimes plant in kitchen, but let's say if they were to plant in kitchen, same thing. Same thing. You put one here, or you could put one. I'd mainly say you put one. Let's say you have a shotgun, you could put it in there again, and then you could activate it. And then the next site people go through is this. Know this one? It's a little bit more harder. Okay, I can't. Put one under the table. So let's say you walk in, they're gonna be getting FENRIR from that bottom one. Next one, I would say it's also literally at the bottom. It's literally right here. Bam. But where am I getting FENRIR from? And it's a really good. These I would mainly recommend. Where they usually play. I'd mainly recommend this one and the one on the cabinet for a walk-in, because you would usually hopefully have somebody watching bathroom. So those are really two good FENRIRs I would recommend. I think people also there's also one in here. There's also a site setup in here. I think I don't know. This one's a little bit easier because when you put one in here, it'll guard this one. Next one you could put is under that, literally right here. You put it right there. It'll literally guard anything from here, so you would not have to worry about that. All you really have to worry about is this hallway. I don't think people usually play this one, but yeah, these are some pretty good FENRIRs you can have for site setups. I'm planning on hopefully making more FENRIR setups and just tips and tricks, and hopefully have some gaming content also too, like ranks and stuff. But thank you so much for watching this FENRIR, these FENRIR tips and tricks, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. See ya.